Hi, I'm Melanie, and this is Derek, and we are going to talk about the song that we wrote called When You Move.
So one of the times that Mel and I got together to write, we started talking about some of the ideas and things that we were thinking about, and had a bit of a musical idea started, and it started to bring about some feelings about God's power and how powerful God is, and immediately we started referencing ideas of how God is seen in creation. The whole chorus is based on things like the power of an earthquake and how the wind is this invisible force, but it has power behind it. And through all of these things, you can see God's power. And it immediately made me think of a verse that's one of my favorites from Romans 1. So let me read it for you. For ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and sky. And through everything that God has made, they can clearly see His invisible qualities, His eternal power, and His divine nature. And so, keeping a little bit of an anchor in that verse, we wanted to capture a lot of the different ideas of how in creation and all around us, how God is moving and He's working. And we just really have to see and acknowledge to see where God is working to join with Him.
I remember walking into the studio, and when you showed me that musical piece and all these thoughts about creation and God moving, right away I was saying, I'm totally on the same page. We just experienced July 2nd, that past Sunday, and I felt all of those things when we were on that land. And also just feeling like all of us there with the faith in us to believe for a better future for our church. And so that's our faith is rising kind of came out of that as well. So we included that as a big part in the lyrics. Faith is rising, revival song is rising, something new is happening in us.
And to think of that, God has been working, through Central for generations already up until this point, and will continue to work for generations long after even we're around. Mm-hmm. And at this time and place, we want to capture a bit of the idea of a call for our faith to rise up, to see what God is doing right now among us, and to be a part of that, to say, you know what, like God is doing something really unique and special here in our community, and we just really have to join forces with Him to be a part of it.
So there's one line in the second verse is, the prayers we prayed believing unfold within your timing. And that works with what we're experiencing as a church, even just with our building, and how you said generations before us have been praying and believing that we will just keep on going to the next level. What will we have for this community? What can we do for this community? And also in our personal lives, whatever we're going through today, we may not know, but God knows. He has a plan, He has a purpose, and it will all unfold within His perfect timing. So that's an encouraging line for me, for sure. So with all that said, we hope that this song inspires faith to rise in you.